I'm a full-time 19-year-old content creator, but let's go over all the jobs I had before this. I was fortunate enough where my parents did buy me a lot of things, but I did want extra money and I did like shopping. So that was pretty much all this money was for. Starting off at 14, I worked as a hostess at a restaurant called Avenue at Friday Harbor, which is a place near kind of where I live, and it's like a resort. Beautiful restaurant. The restaurant where the standard was set high, so I had to meet that expectation to keep my job. This resort had just opened and I worked there for an entire summer, beginning of September, and then the restaurant closed for the winter. After that, I was looking for a job, so I ended up applying at this place called Source for Sports, which is kind of like a sport check, but way smaller in my hometown, and I worked here for almost 2 years. I absolutely loved it. I worked there almost all of grade 9 and then all of grade 10 until around like March or April. The one thing I really liked about this job was that it was really chill, so we got to kind of do what we wanted to. It wasn't always super busy. We got to hang out. I liked the people I worked with, which made it a lot better. Next job I had, this was really short term, but I was a hockey instructor, which I thought I wanted to do more hands-on because it was getting a little boring, and I thought that this would be such a good fit, but truly it was just freezing, and I barely got any hours. So I'd have a shift and it'd be like 2 sessions, which 2 skates, 2 hours. After that, I worked at a golf course, and I worked for about 4 or 5 months with my best friend. Now, this job taught me every single thing I never want in my life. Which one of those things being is I want to be able to sleep in, I don't want to have to work on weekends, and I want to work for myself. I used to have to be there at 5:36, which I lived 35 minutes from it. So I was leaving my house at 4 a.m. every day. I'd get home, I was exhausted. This job really gave me my concept of money because I would work for 12 days on, 2 days off. And at the end of each of those paychecks, I was making maximum $1,000 for 12 days. Now, I would absolutely love to work at a golf course. I just would not want to do turf again. I was literally digging divots and raking bunkers. After working at the golf course, I started taking social media a lot more serious, so most of my jobs after that consumed of doing social media. I did a bunch of social media for this hockey tournament company, which was near me, which was super fun, which I got to go to tournaments and stuff. In high school, I had an internship at Tiger Shark, which was all tech related. I learned so much about behind the scenes, MLSC, all of the above. Next in-person job that I had was I worked at a salon as a receptionist, and I really liked that as well, just simply because of the environment. I got to see a lot of people. I knew everyone there, and I just really liked the atmosphere, which made that job really fun. The only reason I quit that job was simply to do social media, and since then that's what I've been doing, except I am going to be getting another job, and I think that's just because I want a little more spending money. I want a little more money that I'm like, okay, I want this to go shopping. I want this to just like do random little things. I also do think getting a job downtown Toronto, I will meet so many more people, which is exactly what I'm looking for. This is your sign that getting a job is sometimes trial and error, and you will find something that you enjoy doing, and sometimes you have to try everything. Bye, guys.